Hey friends, what's the difference between dye under ice and dye over ice in ice dyeing? I've got two 100% cotton t-shirts that are identical that I've already wrapped, and we are going to dye one with the dye under the ice, and we're going to dye the other with the dye over the ice. I'll be using 3 shades of gray and 2 shades of black on both of the shirts. Both shirts have been washed in a textile detergent, and then they were both soaked in soda ash before I wrapped them. Washing the shirts first is very important because it removes any sizing chemicals that are in the shirts from production. This stuff can prevent the dye from sticking to the fibers in the shirt. I'm adding the dye in random places on the wrapped shirt. I am trying not to put too many of the same colors next to each other, but I'm also not worrying about it so much. As the ice melts, it will pull the dye that is sitting on top of the fabric into the shirt. Generally speaking, the dye under ice method will leave the colors more intense. After I've added all of the colors, I'm gonna go back in with a little bit of the medium gray and just sprinkle a little bit over. This will add depth to the shirt. Then I carefully place the ice on top of the fabric with the dye. I am trying to be gentle as I don't want to shift the dye around too much. I also add some silicone cake molds to prevent ice from falling out of the handles. I do give the ice a little zhuzh just to make sure that the ice got into all the nooks and crannies. Then I add ice to the other bin and I get it ready to do the dye over ice. I do the same thing on this side, and I really make sure that the ice is packed in there, and I still give it a little zhuzh just to make sure there's no spots that I missed. Then I begin adding the Procyon dye on top of the ice. Now, I like to do a diagonal line. Other people do different patterns. I find that the diagonal line gives the most likely chance of all of the colors landing on all different parts of the shirt. I really enjoy the dye over ice method because the shirts generally get a really lovely watercolor effect. I add some soda ash and I let these batch for 24 hours. Here's how they turned out side by side. Thanks for watching, and let me know in the comments which one you prefer. Hit that subscribe for more tie-dye adventures.